It is a rather unsettling thought, but we are often not alone inside our own bodies. Microscopic invaders, known as parasites, can find their way inside us through the very food we eat. This is not some far-fetched horror story. It is a biological reality that affects millions of people around the world, often without their knowledge. The primary route for these unwelcome guests is through the consumption of undercooked or improperly prepared meat and seafood. When you enjoy a steak that is a little too rare, a piece of chicken that hasn't been cooked through, or raw seafood like sushi or ceviche, you could be unknowingly ingesting parasitic eggs or larvae that are hiding within the muscle tissue of these animals. Once these parasites are swallowed, they begin a remarkable and rather sinister journey. They travel down our esophagus, survive the highly acidic environment of our stomach, and eventually arrive in our intestines. This is where they often decide to set up home. The intestinal tract provides the perfect environment for them. It is warm, moist, and most importantly, provides a constant supply of nutrients from the food we digest. It is a misconception to think that parasites are only a problem in developing countries. With the global food supply chain and our adventurous modern diets, the risk of parasitic infection is a global concern that can affect anyone, anywhere, at any time. The types of parasites we can get from our food are varied. From beef, we might encounter Taenia saginata, the beef tapeworm, which can grow to astonishing lengths inside our gut. From pork, there is the risk of Taenia solium or Trichinella spiralis. Seafood, especially raw freshwater fish, can carry liver flukes or other types of tapeworms. These organisms have evolved over millennia to be incredibly resilient. Their eggs and larvae can withstand a range of conditions, patiently waiting for the opportunity to enter a suitable host, such as a human, where they can complete their life cycle. It is a chillingly efficient survival strategy that plays out on our dinner plates. The initial entry is often completely silent. You will not feel a thing as these microscopic hitchhikers pass into your system. There are no immediate alarms or warning signs. This stealth is precisely what makes them so successful. They can establish a foothold long before any symptoms might appear, which can sometimes take weeks, months, or even years. By the time a person starts feeling unwell, with vague symptoms like fatigue or digestive issues, the parasites have already created a well-established colony deep within the body, quietly thriving at our expense and beginning the next phase of their invasive life cycle. Once a parasite has successfully settled into the human intestine, its primary objective is to grow and reproduce. It is a master of exploitation, stealing vital nutrients directly from the food we consume. This means that even if you are eating a healthy diet, the parasites get the first share of the vitamins, minerals, and energy, leaving you with the leftovers. This nutrient theft is a key reason why chronic fatigue, anemia, and unexplained weight loss are common symptoms of a parasitic infection. The parasites essentially feast on our nourishment, growing stronger and larger while we may become progressively weaker and more deficient in essential nutrients. Reproduction is the ultimate goal for any living organism, and parasites are prolific breeders. A single tapeworm, for instance, can produce thousands or even hundreds of thousands of eggs every single day. These eggs are then shed into our feces, which is how the parasite's life cycle continues, potentially spreading to new hosts. Other parasites reproduce by dividing or releasing larvae that can migrate out of the intestines. These larvae can burrow through the intestinal wall and enter the bloodstream, allowing them to travel to different parts of the body, including the liver, muscles, and even the brain, where they can form cysts and cause more serious health problems. Perhaps the most fascinating and disturbing ability of some parasites is their capacity to influence their host's behavior. This is not science fiction. It is a documented phenomenon known as parasitic manipulation. Scientists believe that parasites can alter our brain chemistry to serve their own needs. They can release certain chemicals that interfere with our neurotransmitters, which are the messengers that control our mood, thoughts, and actions. This manipulation can lead to some very specific and often unhealthy changes in our behavior, all designed to help the parasite thrive and multiply within our system. One of the most common manipulations is the creation of intense cravings for certain types of food. Parasites thrive on sugar and simple carbohydrates found in processed junk food. By making their host crave these foods, the parasites ensure they get a steady supply of their favorite fuel. This can explain why someone might suddenly develop an insatiable sweet tooth or a constant desire for refined breads and pastries. They are not just feeding themselves, they are feeding the hidden colony of invaders inside them. This creates a vicious cycle where the parasites get stronger, reproduce more, and in turn, increase their control over your cravings. When you suspect you might be hosting these unwanted guests, a targeted parasite cleanse can be an effective strategy to reclaim your body. This process typically involves a combination of dietary changes and powerful herbal supplements. The first step is often to adopt a diet that starves the parasites of their preferred food source. This means eliminating sugar, refined carbohydrates, and processed foods. A fruit-based cleanse is particularly popular because while fruits contain natural sugars, they are also packed with fiber, water, and specific enzymes that can create an inhospitable environment for parasites, helping to flush them out of the digestive system. Certain fruits are especially renowned for their anti-parasitic properties. Papaya is a fantastic example. The seeds of the papaya contain an alkaloid called carpane, which has been shown to be effective at killing intestinal worms and amoebas. The fruit itself contains an enzyme called papain, which can help to break down the outer layer of parasites and digest undigested protein waste in the gut. Pineapple is another powerful ally in this fight. It is rich in an enzyme called bromelain, which not only aids human digestion, but is also believed to have properties that can destroy certain intestinal parasites, like tapeworms, by breaking down their protective coatings. To enhance the effects of the diet, specific herbal supplements are used to actively kill and expel the parasites. A classic combination includes wormwood, cloves, and black walnut hull extract. Wormwood contains potent compounds like artemisinin, which is known to weaken and kill many different types of parasites. Black walnut hull is rich in tannins and a compound called juglone, which are toxic to these invaders. Cloves are crucial because they contain eugenol, one of the most powerful germicidal agents in the herbal kingdom, which is particularly effective at destroying parasitic eggs and larvae, thereby breaking their life cycle. Other supportive herbs are often included in a comprehensive cleanse protocol. Neem, a plant from India, has a long history in Ayurvedic medicine for its powerful anti-parasitic, antifungal, and antibacterial properties. Pau d'arco, a bark from a South American tree, is believed to have compounds that can kill parasites and yeasts. Spirulina, a type of blue-green algae, helps to bind with toxins and heavy metals released by the dying parasites, assisting the body in safely removing them. This combination of starving the parasites while simultaneously attacking them with potent herbs is what makes a cleanse so effective at clearing them from the system. The process of a parasite cleanse can be intense. As the parasites begin to die off, they can release a surge of toxins into your bloodstream. This is often referred to as a die-off reaction, or a Herxheimer reaction. People undergoing a cleanse might temporarily experience symptoms like fatigue, headaches, bloating, or skin rashes. This is a sign that the cleanse is working, and the body is actively fighting to eliminate the dead organisms and their metabolic byproducts. It is a short-term discomfort that paves the way for long-term health benefits, a necessary phase in the battle to reclaim your internal environment from these stealthy invaders. Once the cleanse is complete and the parasites have been expelled, the positive changes can be profound. Many people report a significant increase in energy levels and mental clarity. The brain fog that they may have lived with for years suddenly lifts. This is because the body is no longer being robbed of its vital nutrients, and the brain is no longer being influenced by the parasites' manipulative chemicals. Digestive issues that may have plagued them for a long time, such as bloating, gas, and irregular bowel movements, often resolve as the gut environment returns to a healthy, balanced state. The body can finally begin to heal and repair itself. Beyond just feeling better, regular parasite cleansing can be seen as a crucial act of preventative maintenance for the human body. By periodically clearing out these invaders, you reduce the chronic inflammation and nutrient drain that they cause. Chronic inflammation is now understood to be a root cause of many modern diseases, from autoimmune conditions to heart disease and even some cancers. By removing a major source of this internal stress, you are actively lowering your risk of developing these more serious, long-term health problems and supporting your body's natural ability to stay healthy and resilient. Therefore, incorporating a parasite cleanse into your wellness routine, perhaps once or twice a year, is a wise investment in your long-term health. In a world where we are constantly exposed to potential sources of infection, It is a proactive step to ensure our bodies remain our own. It allows us to reset our digestive system, enhance nutrient absorption, and free our minds from the subtle, unhealthy influence of these secret invaders. Staying free from parasites is not just about avoiding illness, it is about unlocking your full potential for vitality, energy, and a life free from the hidden burden of chronic infection.